I'm Mallory Hooser, and today we are diving into stormwater. I'm here with Jane Jewell, who is our Senior Program Manager of Stormwater Utility at the Port of Seattle. Jane, welcome. Tell me everything there is to know about stormwater. What is it?
Stormwater is basically rain and snow when it melts that goes on a surface and goes into catch basins and out to Elliott Bay. And then it runs off and it can carry heavy metals from cars, it can carry oily pollution. So stormwater is one of our biggest sources of pollution in Elliott Bay and in the Puget Sound.
Wow, and what is the port doing to treat that?
We have a lot of programs that we look at, both innovative and green stormwater infrastructure, and I know you're going to be talking more about that today. But basically, these are things that help to reduce the amount of pollution that is in stormwater before it leaves port property.
Now Marina Collingsworth is joining us, who is our stormwater operator and crew chief here. You're going to tell us about some innovative ways the Port of Seattle treats stormwater, starting with the splash box.
This is a splash box.
Yeah.
It's filled with plants and soil media to filter out various metals and pollutants before they discharge into the bay.
Yeah.
We try to implement green infrastructure whenever and wherever possible. We have these splash boxes at 2 of our locations.
Ah, very cool. And what kind of metals do we have to worry about? What's our stormwater here in Seattle?
Zinc and copper are big. A lot of brake dust. You know, we're right under the freeway there, so a lot of metals come out in the air and come down onto the ground. So our entire storm system filters through here before it gets discharged out into the bay.
Oh, the entire system does?
For this property.
For this location? Well, that's awesome. Great. And then what's all in here? What do we have? We have some cool vegetation up here.
Oh yeah, we have various layers of plants. Plants are very effective in filtering out and in a natural way, mulch and a soil media, and then gravel at the bottom for the drainage.
So all of this goes through until it's sent out into the bay.
Yeah, and it really does a great job.
Okay, we have a couple other ways that we treat stormwater.
Yes.
Should we check out one of them next? Maybe the
Catch basin.
catch basin it is. Let's do that.
And we started implementing a new filtration system. It's called a retain drain. So it will filter out leaves, dirt, and then it has a screen on the inside.
Very cool.
Underneath this grate, it's got another layer of filtration. And we have a floating hula bug. It's a hydrocarbon absorbent, and it will collect any kind of oils on the surface.
And we also have a downturned elbow so that any oil that does get to the surface of the water, the elbow goes leaky surface, so only clean water will go up and out. So we have a chance to clean the surface water that might have any petroleum products on it before it discharges into the bay.
So you've got like a 3-step process before it gets to the bay.
And we implement a lot of sweeping services, so we sweep the parking lot quite often on all the properties, just to keep everything going into the catch basin as clean as possible.
And are these 3 filtration systems, are those normal, or is this going above and beyond?
I think we're going above and beyond, but we're gonna set the pace for other people now.
I like it. That's great.
This right here, what is this?
This is a decal we put on our stormwater infrastructure to differentiate it between sewer systems. So it's only rain down the drain is our motto. And so it just reminds people we're protecting our fish and our marine wildlife. And so we want to keep our stormwater as clean as possible.
No dumping.
No dumping.
Anything down here.
No, please no.
Now I see a really interesting machine over there. Should we go check it out?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Okay. Now this is really exciting. This is the port's fully electric media washing machine, right?
It is.
Now what does that do exactly?
Well, it spins and washes our media, such as oyster shells. We started using oyster shells because they can filter out a lot of metals and dirt. We put barrels at the bottom of downspouts so that rainwater coming off of a roof trickles down the downspout. It'll filter it out. It'll clean the water before it discharges out into the stormwater infrastructure. They do an amazing job of filtering out metals and dirt. They catch them in their little crevices and they absorb the metals.
And then where do we get these from?
They're local.
Love that.
From Taylor Shellfish in Shelton, Washington.
That is so cool. I'm glad to see it. Wow, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That was really cool to see. Have Marina walk us around and show us all the different green and innovative ways that we treat stormwater. Now, for our residents, our community members here in Seattle who also want to make sure that they're doing their part, what should they do? How can they help?
Yeah. So the thing to keep in mind is only rain down the drain.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah. So when you're at home, you don't want to be getting soapy liquid onto the ground and into the storm drains. Any household chemicals, yard waste, that should not go down the drain.
All right, thank you for diving in with us today. I am Mallie Hooser.